That's it.
Going up. Roof access.
Nat King Cole there. He's just the best, isn't he? So here's something that happened in the Commonwealth that I have overheard from two people who I do not believe were drunk. There was that old asylum, Parsons, right? And it was creepy. And everyone knew to stay away from it. Well, I guess. I mean, this is the word here, and I thought it was weird. Raiders attacked the place. I don't know why. But okay. The weird part. So now Parsons is it's abandoned, like totally. So I guess, I mean, something must have happened, right? And it must have been pretty serious. But maybe we'll never know. Anyway, weird, right? News. Yep, that's the news. Back to the, back to the music. Here's some Betty Hutton, if you were waiting to hear it. I mean, whether you were or not, hear it. Betty Hutton.
There's no time to waste when there's work to be done. If we intend to stay here, we need to reinforce
Haylen?
this compound.
How's that search going? Were you able to find the artifact?
Here it is.
Good work. Here, the Commonwealth won't be running out of tech anytime soon. Let me know.
Can't do it right now.
I get it. Just be sure to find me.
Uh-huh.
Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
for a way into the Institute. You should talk to Proctor Ingram.
There's still a lot of unsecured technology.
About time you showed your face. I take it that area's clear?
Affirmative.
Really? Here's your... The Commonwealth won't be running out of vermin once you've prepped for your next mission.
I'm not ready.
You know where to find me.
Unless you like getting
Hey.
shot,
You say
never
the
turn
word.
your back. I'm a gunner.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
We're gonna have a lot more limbs and a lot less hair if we stick around here too much longer. No, here!
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
Do you have anything for me?
I'll take that as a yes.
Right.
You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines, or setting computer terminals free, or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience?
Divisions within the Institute.
Right.
But if you can build,
Sure.
Can you? I mean, can you build it?
Uh-huh. I got it covered.
Good, good. And don't you forget our agreement. It's my only hope for ever being. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
I hope you enjoyed that last song.
Whatever is making that smell needs to seek medical attention.
So here's something that happened
Immediately.
in the Commonwealth that I have overheard from two people who I do not believe were drunk. There was that old asylum, Parsons, right? And it was creepy, and everyone knew to
Don't you have work to
stay
do?
away from it. Well, I guess. I mean, this is the part that and I thought it was weird. Raiders attacked the place. I don't know why. But okay. Weird part. So now, Parsons is, it's abandoned. Like, totally. So I guess, something must have happened, right? And it must have been pretty serious. But maybe we'll never know. Anyway, weird, right? News. Yep, that's the news. Back to the, back to the music.
You're making me feel sick in my stomach.
Louis Jordan is up next. Spelled Lewis, but don't be fooled. This one I can relate to, because I don't like talking to people.
Hey there.
What do you need, General?
I have plans here to build a signal interceptor that can get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
Did you know the Institute has a teleporter? They call it the molecular relay.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix. Apparently the castle's been trying to get you on the radio. Some kind of situation over there. Better go see what's going on.
I know I'm not the only person here who's lost
Preston
someone.
thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
I miss him so much.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow. What a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
It's real. I got it from an
Seriously? I didn't know you could be... Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. But, you can get started on what he calls... it'll need some pretty high-grade metals. But it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Can you give me a list of...
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary. While you're working on that, I'll get busy. Keep in mind, I can already see this like if you had a spare nuclear reactor, and it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site.
I should have done more. I hope those raiders pay for what they've done.
This isn't going to do anything without power. This isn't gonna do anything without power.
Too quiet. Oh man, I always wanted to say that. How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah. Ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy. Here's a list of 3 things that maybe...
Uh-huh.
I'll meet you over at the building site and see...
Thanks, Sturgis.
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind, I'll see you over at the building.
That song was, Hold On. It was by Three Sons, and, never mind. Yeah, you seen the, well, there's this article in, the newspaper, a couple of good appearances. Boy, I mean, it's something. I mean, I'm not saying anyone isn't, you know. I'm not saying it's correct at all. And you know, of course, the mayor. I mean, I was I've asked to read. I have a statement from the mayor's office. You know, it's well, I mean, it just says here there's nothing to worry about. That it's, you know, safe and all, everybody. Kind of. It's crazy stuff, right? Weird. Anyway, it's, well, it's something to think about, I guess.
Rocket 69 is next. And, I mean, you don't hear them singing about the other 68 rockets. So it kind of makes you think.
Smith, everybody. Ray Smith. Now here's another, well, it's some news about things in the world that have happened that, I don't know, maybe you hadn't already heard about. It sounds like, from what I heard, people saying in the bar the other night, there was a, what would you call it? Oh, I guess it was some sort of chems deal, like selling them or something, and it went bad. Gunshots, people dead, that whole shebang. It's weird, but this happened at about the same time that Henry Cook went missing. Is that a coincidence? Maybe. It's unclear whether, I mean, no one knows if everyone involved died or not. Probably, though. That's usually how it goes. Just another day in the Commonwealth, am I right? Right? That's the worst thing about asking that question. No one ever answers. So I always wonder if I'm right. Hey, how about some Bob Crosby?
It's not raining.
Hey.
Shoot. Take a look.
This isn't gonna do
Willing
anything
to do
without
some
power.
work?
I'd be glad to help.
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid. There's a workbench over there you can use.
Yes.
Cosa!
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
Great. Thanks again.
Hey, Sturgis.
You need any help with that, signal?
I need to find parts for the beam.
We're gonna need a military... Any other questions?
Not sure how we're gonna build this.
We should be able to scavenge what we need from old communication equipment. Need help with anything else?
How are we gonna build the control?
We're gonna need something to translate your Anything else I can help you with?
No. Not now.
You just heard, Holiday. Lucky you. so there's this bit of news that might interest you. If not, hang on a minute, and I'll go back to the music that we usually play. If you hadn't heard, I mean, I guess most people know this, but maybe someone didn't. That the Green Tech building was where those mercenaries lived. The Gunners, that's it. That was like their base, sort of. Only now they're pretty much all dead. Those guys were tough, so I mean, I guess whoever killed them had to be even tougher, right? And there's well, I don't even know if this is true or not, but there's this rumor that maybe the Institute was involved. But that's just what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. It's probably not, right? Segue. Back to the music, I guess. This is Johnny Mercer singing about personality. If you got it,
I feel
you should
better
appreciate
already.
it, because it's not necessarily common.
Desperate times.
That son of a bitch Sergeant Reiser caught me trying to have a look in the warehouse. And that asshole actually drew his weapon on me. Look, Perry, I know you two came up together and all, but I'm telling you that guy is dirty, and I need you to have my back on this. Those ration crates didn't just go missing on their own, and it's our job to make sure they're getting to the people who need them. Just lean on him a bit, okay? See if he'll let you in the warehouse to have a look around. McDonald out.
You look like you're about ready to topple over. right. Where are the people? Guess we scared him off.
Heads up.
Where to? Don't mind the clutter.
Heads up.
Hmm?
Hey, Piper.
Time for some travel fuel. Hey, something's out there.
Look alive.
Just let me know. You've got my undivided attention.
I just wanted to check in, make sure things were all right.
Honestly, I feel a bit guilty. Why should I get so lucky when so many folks have it so hard? But other than that, I'm great.
That's all.
All right. There's a classic.
Going down. Basement. This is a lawful use of deadly force. Please direct complaints to your local law enforcement authorities.
Must have been nothing. I hear something. Time to die. Ears play tricks on me again. Hello? Someone there? Someone there?
Luke, come on. Let me carry something before you cripple yourself.
Hey.
Shoot.
Yes. I'm in.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Sound, what is it? Let's play it!
There's a whole bunch of you, aren't there? For now.
Ah!
Hell yeah.
Any chance we could try and keep a stray bullet out of our obituary?
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking if we're gonna settle here.
Just looking to trade a little.
Gotta make sure we've got enough power.
This isn't gonna do anything without power. I just want to trade a few things.
Make sure it's all on the same grid. All the parts have got to be able to talk to each other, you know.
Let's trade.
Just find a nice spot of ground and plant whatever you've got. Anything fresh will be a great change for us.
With you, I feel more comfortable locking the ceiling above my head.
once we got everything in place, we'll have to hook it all up to the same power grid. Make sure the beam emitter is perfectly aligned with the platform, or this will never work.
This isn't going to do anything without power.
Just gotta make sure we've got enough power.
Make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor. This isn't gonna do anything without power.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Whenever you're ready. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please.
Broken.
Step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Oh, goddamn them. So many years stolen.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Those bastards, they took you from me.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
That's it.
this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see
Welcome
the
to the
grimy dust?
Institute, sir.
Sir. Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Just a routine patrol, sir.
No visible reaction to the 614 compound. We'll start the next trial, then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more...
Hey.
Will there be Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Nice.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr.
Reporting
Ayo
status.
thinks he can hide in his
All
office.
functions normal.
Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Is it true food supplement 77?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other
Hey there.
nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry,
You're gonna have
sir,
to work
but
pretty
that
hard to
supplement
impress
is no
anyone
longer
down here.
available.
Useless machine.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
I am seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Rumor is,
They're dragging
Advanced
their feet
Systems
on the
will be
targeting
starting a
package
new
upgrades
dark
I asked
matter
for.
initiative
Maybe
soon.
I should take some...
Always be
I've got
vigilant.
reports to deliver.
We have many enemies.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
I heard we lost another Gen 3. Dr. Ayo was furious.
Nothing to report, sir.
Hope you enjoyed that last number. Here's a strange state of affairs for you folks. Some or all of you may have heard of that old Parsons Asylum to the northeast. You may also have known to stay away from it. I guess no one told a group of raiders about that because word is they attacked it recently. You'd think that might mean the place is overflowing with raiders right now. But you'd be wrong. It's empty. Abandoned. Now you could assume they got what they wanted and bolted. But given how creepy that place was, you can't help but wonder if something else happened. We may never know for sure, and you know what? That's okay with me. Ladies, I bet every one of you out there knows a man like the one Betty Hutton sings about. He's a demon, he's a devil, he's a doll.
Well, hello.
I've heard stories, and the surface sure sounds scary.
Hey, sweetie.
Quentin is such a liar. How would he know what the surface is like? He's never been up there.
Be on the lookout for unusual synth behavior.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Carry on, sir.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
Hi, Doc.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. If there's anything else you'd like to know about...
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr.
Right.
Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
Allie.
There we go.
Hey,
All
what
set.
do you need?
Unit, you can return to duty.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Dr. Fillmore.
Hey, what do you need?
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place...
Absolutely. Over the years, we've learned of... When necessary, we can tap into select sources on this... Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new It's a good thing, too. You don't even... Thanks again.
Of course. Child synth. It's just remarkable. Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Thanks to Bob Crosby for that one.
Excuse me. You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
Hey folks, time for some news. Though, actually, this time it's more addressing some rumors than anything else. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the Railroad, a group working to free synths who are trying to escape the Institute. While it's impossible to say for sure, they may actually be out there. If so, makes sense that they're keeping a low profile. It's a dangerous idea and is met by some very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth. I guess if you are out there,
Welcome to the commissary.
Good luck not
Would
getting
you care
caught.
for food?
Dead set
Can I
on
turn off
making
the
it shake.
interferometer?
Here's the- Maybell.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hey.
Huh? Huh?
Hey there.
Have you seen my girls? I hope they're not getting into too much trouble. Well, that was...
Hey, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with. High-energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
You all know that Dr. Thompson from Facilities has expressed concerns about our power consumption.
Here we go again.
We're not violating any protocols. We're well within approved operating parameters. I checked.
I'm aware of that. Nevertheless, we're going to have to cut back. I'll have a complete... In the meantime, I need you to make cuts anywhere you can.
This is going to set us back by days, maybe more.
I know it won't be easy, but we'll have to make do. That's all for now.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
I get the impression you don't want me here.
What I want, in this case, is largely irrelevant. Father gave his orders. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay.
Mm-hmm.
In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of... Now, unless there's something else...
Tell me about the people in your...
I'm not sure what they're... Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute.
Uh-huh. Dr. Lee. I'd like a progress report on your division.
Taking your new appointment in stride. Very well. I'm hoping that the above-ground effort...
Dr. Lee. I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Dr. Lee. Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Rushed work is sloppy at best and deadly at worst.
That was the 5 stars. Now here's the latest from the Commonwealth. Reports suggest a chem deal gone bad, outside Diamond City. Details are scarce, but it sounds like whatever happened, it was pretty violent. While there's no official connection, it has been noted that Diamond City resident Henry Cook went missing at approximately the same time. If we're able to verify any further details of this story, we'll pass them on to you listeners. Just another day in the Commonwealth, huh, folks?
All systems nominal.
Sentimental or sappy?
I wish you could have known
tomorrow.
Father.
You make the call.
Pardon me, sir.
Yes? As the Institute's first personal synth, I try to set a good example.
What's a personal synth?
Dr. Benet is carrying out a social experiment. I know I can never replace his wife or be a real mother to Liam. I like to think I'm a pretty... It was a real pleasure to meet you.
Eve.
I must be the luckiest synth in the Institute. Yes?
People on the surface have got it pretty bad. Makes me thankful for being down here.
No use.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Greetings, sir.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
If the robotics division was a little more careful, we wouldn't have synths trying to escape.
Excuse me, Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I hate to break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Justin.
Yes, what is it?
You mentioned that Coursers undergo special...
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth. Those who show tenacity. We teach them armed and unarmed combat. Those who pass a final evaluation become Coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Dr. Ayo.
Yes, what do you need?
If you're the acting head of the SRB...
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some... in his absence?
Hope you enjoyed that
Good
last
to see
number.
Operating at full capacity.
Now, folks, I'm sure you've all seen or heard about the latest issue of Public Occurrences.
I can't
Some bold
express how
claims by our
truly
intrepid
humbling
reporter.
it is to spend the
Since possibly living among us, undetected. Very serious implications. Wouldn't you agree? The mayor's office has, of course, issued a statement denying the validity of the article, saying all...
You had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
The mayor himself
I've been reviewing
insists
Father's
that
plans
the
to
fears
expand our
raised in the
operations at
article
Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the
Doctor.
Warwick family...
Welcome. So good to have you
Wally
here.
must be close
Dr.
to
Clayton
10 years old
Holdren.
now.
I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing.
Survive for so long up there, don't you think?
Well, never a dull moment here at
Like what?
Diamond
I was just about to... As the name implies, the Bioscience Division, our most important directive is to ensure that, to that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, the initiative is still in its early stages, but I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open...
It's a big decision, I know. In any case, I imagine you'll want to...
You mentioned medical care. I might...
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself. He's our top biologist, and also, sir, Dr. Volkert works... You won't find better medical care anywhere.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
Operating at full capacity.
Child synth.
It's just remarkable.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths. Alright, that's all for now.
Terminal's gotta be somewhere. Sweet.
You know, I love my work, but I love being a father even more.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new Dark Matter initiative soon.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
If you expect me to be impressed by a lot of fancy sci-fi gizmos, you'd be wrong.
I see. It's not just about the gizmos, as you say. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused. Unfortunately, no advancement, as remarkable as our synths are, the superior synth mind and body.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Who erased his memories? And why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority... Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Son.
You should get going. There's no time to waste.
And that was Roy Brown. Travis Lonely Miles here, with the latest news update from the Commonwealth. And this one sounds heavy. The Green Tech building, long known as a haven for gunner mercenaries, was recently assaulted by an unknown group. There aren't any gunners left to tell the tale. If that's true, it's a little unsettling. Those guys meant business. There are rumors circulating that the Institute was somehow involved. Now, I know they come up every time something bad or unexplained happens. But in this case, even I have to admit, it's hard to not suspect they were involved. Don't jump to conclusions, but keep your wits about you, folks. Don't
Just
worry.
find a nice spot of ground and plant
This
whatever
time,
you've got.
There's no reason
Anything fresh will be a great
our
change
city
for
is
us.
in danger, so you
Here's that
just sit
holotape you
back,
gave me,
enjoy
full of
some
Institute
wall
data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
ink spots with their song, maybe.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Just looking to trade a little.
And remember to sign somebody to take care of the crops. They need looking after if we're going to harvest anything.
Let's trade.
I'll try to make myself useful. No one wants to see a grown man feeling sorry for himself. Huh?
Gotta be honest with you, I feel more comfortable with the rocky ceiling above my head.
Hey.
Hmm?
Hey.
Shoot.
Hey, Piper.
You know, you look like you could really use this.
Hey.
These things have literally... saved my life.
Your thoughts?
Nat always said I was the lucky one.
Your thoughts?
Most folks are just looking for...
Sure. Your thoughts?
Nothing stays hidden forever.
Mm-hmm. Your thoughts?
I'd rather know an ugly truth.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true. I got shot in the ass last year. Long story.
You have marvelous bone structure. Stop by the mega surgery sometime.
Ever seen a Mirelurk? Think a crab. Cross with a tank.
Don't worry. You're safe from the synths here in Diamond City.
Can't talk now. Some other time.
Think the radio sounds better these days? I'm not getting nearly as many complaints.
Hey.
I haven't forgotten what you've done for me. Oh, hey. How are you?
Which one is that? Oh, nasty stuff.
Hey there.
Nice hat.
Hey there, mister. Not supposed to talk to people I don't know.
Jeez, pal. I like guns too. But you think you might be overcompensating there?
Nick's not the type to turn someone away, but
Nick.
he's only one
Time to hit the
person.
road?
So sometimes things just pile up.
Not now.
Well.
Always a trail to be followed.
Betty Hutton there with It's a Man. Diamond City Radio wouldn't be possible without the help of some wonderful businesses here in town. Commonwealth Weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Now it's 60-Minute Man by Billy Ward and the Dominoes. Right here on Diamond City Radio.
What? You got a staring problem?
got it.
What was that?
Now everyone in the Commonwealth will know. The Minutemen are back.
Ah, there you are. Finally. I've been waiting to talk to you.
Who are you?
I'm Ronnie Shaw, at least I was. Back before Joe Becker got himself.
Joe Becker? Who's that?
That's just sad. After he died, there wasn't anybody.
I'm still waiting for you to tell me what you want.
Heard you were trying to get the Minutemen back on their feet. So what's your story? What makes you think anybody even...
At least we're trying to help people. Can you say the same?
Don't give me any attitude, Sonny. I've been a Minuteman longer than you've been alive. But I've heard some good things about me. Now that I'm here, I can see.
This just in. Her settlement has requested help.
Are you offering to rejoin?
I guess I am. But first things first. I'm probably the only one who still remembers this. All of our best equipment was stored in there. Weapons, ammo, schematics.
Safe out there, everyone.
Come on.
I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right.
Good.
Folks.
Looks like it might still be intact. Door's still sealed. Bastion hasn't collapsed.
Let's get it on back
Trick
to the
now
music,
is
shall we?
finding a way in.
Ella Fitzgerald is not, I repeat, not a woman.
Do you know some way to...
Now, and even if we could blast it, If you can't go through, go around.
Uh-huh. Hi.
Just hold your horses and follow me. Tunnel blocked by this rubble. We'll have to find some way to clear it.
Hi.
Come on, General. Let's blow that rubble already. Come on, General. You must have some way to clear this rubble.
Heads up.
Just let me know.
Head over there.
Yep.
Let's get this over with.
Radio Freedom.
What the heck?
Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Thanks to Connie Allen for that trip on Rocket 69. It's a two-seater. Now here's the latest from the colony. Reports suggest a chem deal gone bad outside Diamond City. Details are scarce, but it sounds like whatever happened, it was pretty violent.
Hey, Mo.
Any luck getting those relics? On the future of base?
It has been noted.
Got them all right here.
I like you. This baseball. It's the real deal. You'd sign one of these and give it to the children of anyone you killed on the field. Look at that card. See those numbers on the back? Tracks the count of enemies beaten to death by the player. Check out the leather on that man. Really good players use them to catch bullets. True fact there. That's everything on the list. Thank you.
Don't be caught dead. Protection from Commonwealth weaponry.
You're the greatest baseball collector I've met in a long time. Hey, thanks again for bringing me those relics. Now, you buying a swatter today?
Gonna pass.
You're missing out, pal.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
If you're looking to keep your load light,
I don't need anything.
well, we're all...
Sims 3 shopping, right here. You again. All right.
Compromised.
Who's
Engaging.
Security! Shit! You're still here? Where'd you go?
Just going to waste otherwise.
Hey, Sheffield. What do you think about coming to work for me?
Really? You mean it?
What do you say?
Okay. Maybe this'll be a fresh start.
Let's trade some things.
I gave up alcohol after settling down here. Doctor said I shot my liver.
Read about the man at a time. Watch your back. The Institute could be right behind you.
Can we trade a few things?
Nuka-Cola's the only thing I can drink that wakes me up. Otherwise, it's all hazy.
That was Big Maybell, with a whole lot of shaking going on. And when you're as big as Maybell is, there is a whole lot of shaking going on. Coming at you almost live from Diamond City, I'm
nifty toys in here. Goodness. Climbed all the way up here just to die.
been 2 hours since the Paladin left. My leg. I can't staunch the bleeding. The bullet must have hit an artery. Brandis, if you get this, I hope you made it back to Aslan in time. There was nothing you could do for me. Get to the bunker up north. You'll survive. That's all that matters.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
We're in this deep with the
Wait.
Institute as is.
Did you hear something?
Couldn't hurt to have someone with real combat training watching our backs.
Damn. I do not like this.
Got it. Yes.
soldier. I think this asshole used a stealth board. Someone's up there! Open fire! I need cover fire!
Wouldn't want to be.
Oh, they're still here somewhere. Watch out.
Straight.
I'm ready to move in, sir.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla. I think we're being shadowed.
Playing games with me, huh? Shit! Lost him. Time to reel him in.
learn shit.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and there's someone else here.
Right here. Right here.
take long.